What's the deal, my people? You know it is Don Tony Teflon, and I'm back at you another one, and this one is
Melisandre is completely creeped out by Patchface.
Scared to death.
Melisandre thinks he's dangerous, and she sees him in her flames with skulls, and his lips are red with blood.
Exactly.
So why does she see him like that?
Now, if you watch and like this video, if you can, please subscribe and help us try to reach that 100,000 subscriber dream. And thumbs up this video so others can also help us reach that dream.
Hello, everybody watching. Hello, Tony. Thanks for having me on. What are we going to talk about? Because you haven't told me prior.
So what we're going to talk about is what's going to happen at the events of the war and try to compare them from the show to the book.
Okay, I'm here for that. I'm all for it.
Now, basically, one of the biggest things that we have to deal with and the biggest differences that we have to deal with is that we have Patchface at the war with Shireen.
Being creepy.
What are your thoughts on Patchface in general?
In general, he's very creepy. He's actually one of my favorite book characters. I like all of the weird and creepy people in the books. So Patchface is right up there with Ghost of High Heart for me. Patchface definitely has prophetic visions. He seems to be connected to the drowned god.
Now, in the books, Gilly's baby, Monster, is at the wall.
So Monster is at the wall because Melisandre wants to sacrifice Mance and Mance's son. So John swaps Gilly's baby with Mance's baby, and Gilly takes Mance's baby south, and Monster stays at the wall.
Exactly. So I think that is a major mistake that Jon Snow makes right here. Now, he's believing that Mance's baby is at risk, and it is at risk without a doubt. Melisandre will definitely put the burn on this baby, right? She likes the barbecue baby. She's into that. Now, this is what it is, right? Now, before she could do that, Jon sneak off this baby and says Gilly's baby ain't worth shit. She ain't gonna fuck with this baby. But that's the problem that I see right there. That's Jon's mistake. And I think that's what's going to happen. Now that baby is stuck at the wall. And so when we go to those two situations, I think those are really the biggest differences. Let's get into exactly what you think is going to happen, what I think is going to happen at the wall.
I don't think it's going to be similar to the show, as in Viserion's going to die, be reanimated, and the Night King is going to take him, and that's how he's going to get past the wall. I think it's going to be more of... Because I kind of think that's lame. I think that's kind of lame.
That's TV.
I do think that it was foreshadowed that there will be dragons in the north. Or north of the wall. Melisandre sees it in her vision. She sees dragon wings and smoke and ice across a gray sky. I don't have the exact quote right here, but she sees it. And you also see that smoking tower by the sea, and she sees that in her vision. And then Daenerys, when she's in the House of the Undying, she sees the great stone beast taking off, breathing shadow fire. So I feel like Melisandre is going to try to get Stannis this dragon
for himself. That would be great.
I don't know if it's gonna be Viserion. I don't know what it is. You think about it, a great winged stone beast taking off from a smoking tower, breathing shadow fire. What is Melisandre known for? She's known for making shadow babies. So we know that she's been trying to birth a dragon. That's what she needs king's blood for. So if she does it, then there'll be this other dragon that could potentially destroy the wall but it would be like a shadow dragon.
I wish that they would just wake the stone dragons in Dragonstone and let them come to life and fly around. That would be great, but I don't think it's going to happen like that. That's just a fantasy of mine. I think when we look at the wall, dealing with the Night's King, we're talking about him, I think that is going to be Gilly's baby when it's all said and done. I think that's why he was left at the wall in the books. I think when the wall gets breached, that Gilly's baby will be the Night's King in the books. I think it most likely would go down like that. So, as you said earlier, we talked a little bit about Melisandre and Patchface and her being afraid of Patchface. So, why do you think that she's afraid of Patchface?
I think she's confused, and I think she doesn't stuff that she doesn't understand just frightens her, because she's also afraid of Bran and Bloodraven. And in my opinion, she doesn't really have any reason to be afraid of them. But she's afraid of them. She sees them as champions of the Great Other. And then she's afraid of Patchface. And Patchface really doesn't do anything. He's not harming anyone. He's just there saying creepy stuff and making creepy jingle bell noises. He's not hurting anyone. If he was a threat, do you think Stannis would allow him around his child daughter?
I think.
Do you think he's a threat?
Oh yeah, he's definitely a threat. It's definitely something jumping off with this cat, because I think it's gonna go down like this. Melisandre will convince Stannis' wife to sacrifice her daughter at the wall,
and Patchface will lose his mind.
And Patchface,
because he loves Shireen.
Well, but I think what's going on there is that when you look at the Vlad Sixskins chapter, when you look at him and you see the last thing that happens to him when he's about to die, he is tries to warg into this woman, and when he tries to warg into that woman, she bites her fingers and she gets a big red bloody smile on her face. I think when Melisandre sees Patchface with blood in his mouth, it's because someone is trying to warg Patchface and he's like fighting it off, and that's what's going on there while he loses his mind.
Okay. I'm sorry not to cut you off. You just made me think of something that I never thought of before.
That's better than what I thought you were going to say.
No, you just made me think of something that I never thought of before, and this could be crazy. What if the reason that Patchface is the way he is the same reason that Hodor was the way he was? Because they describe Patchface as a lackwit the same way they describe Hodor as a lackwit. And Bloodraven tells Bran on the show, I don't know if he tells him in the books, but he tells him on the show, if you stay, the water is sweet under the sea, but if you stay too long, you'll drown. It's sweet beneath the sea, but if you stay too long, you'll drown. That sounds like some really Patchfacey quote.
No doubt.
So what if Bran did something to Patchface in the past because he knew he was going to need to encounter him in the future, like the Hodor situation?
I think that it's a great possibility that something like that is definitely going down with Patchface. He's definitely being walked. Obviously, we've seen he's making up these jingles that are coming true. That is someone, a green seer, most likely Bloodraven, sending these messages, getting this man to say these things. He's being warged. I think that it may not even be Patchface saying it. It's him being warged at that time, and that warg saying it. Kind of like when you see Mormont's Raven say these things. I think the same exact thing is going on with Patchface, and that's why he's saying these jingles. So I think that when he's biting the fingers, I think at that time he's losing his mind. The person warging him can't control him because Shireen is being sacrificed. And that's why he's so deadly.
You can find me on YouTube at Gray Area, on Twitter at This Gray Area, Instagram, This Gray Area. You can find me at all these places. Looking forward to seeing y'all. We're going to keep you going with the juice to get you through the long night.
No doubt about it. And I will see everybody at the Con of Thrones when that jumps off. And if you like the way I do this, please thumbs up this, please spread this across the realm, and please subscribe. And until next time, you know who it is. Peace and stay sexy.
I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse.
I want him dead. I want his family dead. I want his house burnt to the ground. I want to go to the middle of the night. I want to piss on his head.
What?
I said no more shines. Maybe you didn't hear about it. You've been away a long time. Didn't go up there and tell you. I don't shine shoes anymore.
Relax, will you? For crying out, what's got into you? I'm breaking your balls a little bit, that's all. I'm only kidding with you.
Sometimes you don't sound like you're kidding. You know, there's a lot of people around.
So say good night to the back guy. Come on. The last time you're going to see a back guy like this again.
I got 2 grenades in my house. I blow up all Mulberry Street before I get there. You understand? I don't know what I would do. So, you understand? I die with you.